Rainbow Heart Freedom Eagle, and I'm talking to entrepreneurs. This is going to be Facebook marketing tip. What I'll talk about specifically is the timelines and tagging. How can you get more traffic? What are the consequences of it? What should you be mindful of? So when you tag people to your profile, okay, I'll be talking about working from a profile, your personal profile page, not the fan page. When you tag people, you include their name. It's called a tag. Your friends, your Facebook friends. For example, you could be in your primary company, and let's say I could tag Marcos Valdez. I could tag Jane Weaver, or they could tag me. When you do that, what's the purpose? You get more eyeballs. The people who are being tagged, all their audience members or their friends will be seeing the post on their timeline. Actually, let me close this so you can hear me better. And if you don't want that, you can just go to notifications, the bell icon, and you can see there are options that say hide timeline. If someone tries to post it there, there's two check boxes: show on timeline or hide from timeline. So you can just click hide. Another way is to just remove your name, untag yourself from that post. So if you see it in the back with the notifications and it's asking permission to put you there, put it there, hide from timeline or show on timeline, fine. But if not, just go to the post directly itself, even afterwards, even after it's posted, and just go to the post and find ways to edit it. All right, let's see. Now, some people, you might be like in the same company, and if there's a link, other people wouldn't want that because you'd be driving people to their link and it would be cookie to them. Other people would say, oh, well, I don't want them to sign up there. So maybe you could just click hide or untag your name. That way, it will not be on your profile, your personal page, or your profile timeline. What other suggestions could you do? Okay, so you can promote events. There's so many events you could be promoting. Okay, Super Saturday, team calls, opportunity calls, morning wake up calls. I already said Super Saturday. Just, masterminding, things like that. Corporate calls. It doesn't always have to be an event that is in person. You can be saying, oh, okay, going to this, and you can put a link or just ask them to inquire, to ask you for that link. So what I suggest, just don't put a link. Talk about the fun stuff. Make it fun. It doesn't just have to sound like a lecture or like boring logistics all the time. It can be not hypey in a salesy way, but you hype it up like, oh my gosh, the other people are like, what are they talking about? I want to go to that party. I want to go to her house. They're having some kind of meeting. Make it sound like a party. And the more you add the comments to that thread, to that post, the more it keeps it alive. What do I mean by alive? Other people will keep getting notified. Your friends will get notified. Your friends' friends will get notified, because Facebook tracks the algorithm. So each time you're like wondering, why do I keep seeing this? Because you're linked together. It's like, why am I seeing the actions of my friends? Well, that's it. That's what it does. And so the more people you tag, but of course you got to be mindful, because some people like it, some people won't, for whatever reason. I'll go into that later, but you got to be mindful about, hey, what kind of links do you put in the post? So yes, there is the power of using your Facebook friends and creating that excitement. Now, some people would not like this because they're not business people. They're not open to more exposure. Other people are just more private by nature. Other people want to hide themselves from their stalkers. And so, it would be a little more fun or benign to put posts that are generating excitement about a gathering, an event, a meeting, a party. Make it sound fun, like a party, instead of, boring salesy terminology and logistics. I think I just missed my turn. So, no, okay, maybe the detour is gone, so I can go this way. What else should I touch upon? Oh yeah, so with regards to the link, like I personally just wouldn't put the link for that reason, because other people will be like, oh, well, I don't want them going, driving traffic to this person who is quote unquote my competition. And when you expand your mind and do things where you are not directly compensated, then when you look things longer term and in more expanded view, it could be, oh, well, I'm driving traffic to this company, to this topic, whatever you're talking about. And if you look like a person that they could help, like, for example, some people are just, okay, this person doesn't want to cross. Who's he saying hi to? Oh, okay, the bus. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so some people are more expansive in who they help, and some people are more limited in who they help. What do I mean? Okay, so some people say, well, who's your downline? Who's your direct upline? You should really talk to them. You should ask them. And other people like to be more expanded in who they give tips to, or even their time, or, oh yeah, sure, you can reach out to me. I know I'm not on your team, but and when you see a bigger expanded view, other people will look at you like, okay, that's the go-to person, not just for help, but that helps you. If you do that, that could help you make more sales. What do I mean? Other people say, well, this person's more open to helping, and it's not like you're stealing other people's recruits, but they may have been invited to the company, but they choose to go with you instead of the other person because you're more open to helping. Of course, you have to know the boundaries of when is it your time to help, when is it not. So, it's not a wrong or right, it's just personal preference and how you run yourself, your life, and your business. So yeah, that I'm talking about the specific topic of tagging, Facebook tagging and timelines, and why and how it could resonate or be in alignment with you or other people or not, depending on like who's more open, who's less open. And for people have different mindsets, different views. Like I just mentioned, 2 different views. Okay, I need to just stick and focus with my team, and then others will be like, well, this will create more sales for me because I'm helping other people, and long term, in a more expansive perspective, your name could get around even bigger and faster, rather than just focusing only on a specific linear methods. It's like it'll be non-linear sales for you. All right, well, anyways, this is kind of long-winded. I honestly just wanted to make it really short and talk about the timeline and tagging. And yet I went to more of the, mindset or psychology of the perspectives of more limited view and expansive view. And, not to say that it's right or wrong. Everyone's in their different place at different times, and people can change their mind. But at the same time, you have the power to tag, to hide from timeline, to untag, and to even show on timeline. So that's it. let me know if you have any questions and your perspectives on how this works for you or not. So yeah, you have the power and the control. If you get offended, you don't like it, just remove yourself from the post. And for those who are generating more eyeballs, traffic, leads, prospects from doing these kinds of things with your team members, more power to you. Make it fun. And just be mindful, respectful, how do you say, responsible. You don't want to be putting your personal link on everyone's timeline. You got to be think more mindful and be more respectful, and think like a business person. So with that being said, you guys have a blessed day, blessed week, and I look forward to engaging with you guys. All right, Rainbow Heart Freedom Eagle signing out. Peace.